It's a new
show.
Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that.
It's hashtag wrestlepals.
Hey, whoa! God damn, it's hashtag wrestlepals. Hey, how you doing? Look over there. Oh, well, you can't. It's you. I'm looking at you. It's hashtag wrestlepal Justin.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, I suppose. Hey, well, hot damn, look over there. It's easy. He's getting a little anxious. He's getting a little rambunctious.
Oh.
It's hashtag wrestlepal Matt.
Hey.
Okay, forget him. Hey, I'm hashtag wrestlepal Nate.
And it makes you feel so good to say
It's not. It's the most embarrassing goddamn thing I've ever said. This is our branding.
Yeah.
Hashtag WrestlePals.
Yeah. Because we like wrestling, we're pals.
Oh, you and me? Matt?
Yeah.
And
And more people coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have some more pals soon.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, since we're bringing that up, let's just sell that right out of the gate.
Okay, man.
Tomorrow at noon,
Oh, that's terrifying.
Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts will be joining the WrestlePals. We're doing a very special exclusive right here on Radio Free Radio. Noon, Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts becomes a hashtag WrestlePal.
Well, I mean, we'll ask him. We'll invite him cordially.
Yeah.
And we'll actually talk to him.
Yeah.
And then
Then he'll be a hashtag WrestlePal.
he's going
That's what you're saying,
The
right?
man's going to yell at us. You know what?
Well,
Everyone's tired of our garbage, Justin.
He's not going to yell. He's going to whisper at us.
Yes, but it's going to be very intense.
Yes. Very intense whisper.
Guys, we're assholes. We know. We're sorry, sir. No, sorry doesn't cut it. I don't think you understand.
I'm looking forward to talking with him. He's coming to town on the 18th for his Unspoken Word tour. So these are all things we need to know for tomorrow, too. So that's why I'm bringing it up. The
good.
Virginia
Very
Beach
good.
Funny Bone. So I assume tickets are on sale for that already.
Oh, and it's crazy, man. You know, because you've had guys that have gone out and done their spoken word and or stand up stuff. You've got like Mick Foley's going out there and he made it a hell of a run at it. Nobody thought it was serious at first.
Yeah.
He can do it just as well as anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got Heyman goes out there and he does his. Oh God, yeah, the stuff that comes out of his shit.
He can do just about anything.
It's just dripping on every word that he says. And
that might be speculation today.
Oh, yeah.
Let's save Heyman for speculation.
And you got Jim Ross doing his own one-man show. And
Yeah.
you think about through the history, the pantheon of wrestling, who else would have, not just, they all have amazing stories.
You know who else has done some dates over in England?
What?
Regal.
God, that'd be great, too.
Yeah, I'd love to see some Regal ones.
Because he seems, more so than just personal stories, just like an avowed wrestling historian. The man's, I'd say, a national treasure, but I'm American, so
It's not
so
ours.
It's a
Unfortunately.
little short-sighted of me there.
He's a man.
It's surreal.
He's a man.
I'm gonna sing that all night. You know what? I struggle really hard to get that out of my head. And here it is yet again. He's a man,
Now you feel,
such a man.
now you feel really, really good.
I'm just gonna keep interrupting you every time I say it.
Okay.
Go ahead, try to say something.
Something.
It's too quick. Couldn't get you.
But
But you look at the pantheon of wrestling. Who would be somebody that would be remarkably compelling? Jake the Snake, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you just look at his story, resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. I'm definitely going to be watching that tonight. Unfortunately, I just somehow haven't had time to do it. So
Well, now
cramming
it's
tonight.
fantastic time to make time, and
Yeah.
I got a feeling it's going to be amazing to see because it's the first time I was really introduced to the darkness of the story. Was watching like Beyond the Mat and
Yeah.
seeing just him at maybe the lowest levels of existence, and just to be able to see that, hot damn, there's a redemption arc to this, and he's coming out the other side a smarter, wiser man who's willing to share that with the world. It's like, God, amazing thing. We have to check out the Funabone performance, man.
I'd like to be there for it. It's on a Thursday night.
It's rough, but man, I got a feeling that's something we're gonna have to definitely talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out if the station can get there,
Fair
because that would be great.
Oh yeah.
Because just
Well, that's behind the scenes stuff.
we should be there. But so we're really excited about that. We also have a couple other interviews coming down the pike. We're just still working on them. Pretty excited about.
Look at you, man, and just behind the scenes, plugging and trucking away, and you're making magic happen. This is all Justin. Hashtag WrestlePal Justin is snagging some amazing interviews that hashtag WrestlePal Nate's gonna screw up.
I had to take those couple days off because I was dying.
It's okay, Justin. You got a big one. Look at you. So excited.
It's my second Hall of Famer.
What?
Yeah.
That's right. From the old show there.
Coco Beware.
Really?
Yeah.
He is a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I was trying to think. Did you guys get the interview with Road Warrior Animal?
Nope. He didn't.
He didn't want to talk to you guys because he knew right away you guys are a-holes.
I don't know if it was so much that. His excuse was because he was doing the "Oh What a Rush," and so he blew out his throat. It's somewhat believable.
He hoisted you up on his shoulders and waiting for somebody to dive off the top rope.
Mr. Wonderful got the doomsday device.
One man, which is terrifying. Mm-hmm. Sit on the stool. I gotta climb the ropes. Stay on the stool. You're dazed. You're off the stool. It's not fair.
So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to the stuff coming up.
I'm my own hot tag.
I'm just trying to check to make sure we're on air, but
sorry,
it's not happening. It's fine.
We're not on air?
I don't know. I assume we are.
Oh, Jesus.
I hope.
Yeah, my connection on my phone is so slow I won't be able to check it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. But it was a big week in wrestling.
It's a crazy one. I felt bad. I felt bad that you were out last week on what was just a action-packed week. You had the beginnings of Raw and the beginning of SmackDown, and Justin's like, good time as any to take off. And everything happens. Everything happens.
The pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Draft.
Oh my God, we had the pay-per-view, we had the draft, and we had the first installment of well, I guess the first SmackDown was the draft, so that's the one you missed out on. But still, so thank God, because it had not a lot of talk with just me and Matt. It was just like, let's run down this list as Matt tries to blow up the spot. As Matt is wont to do. I had to fend him off all by myself.
Yeah.
Hashtag WrestlePal. Matt's thirsty.
Me too.
Need water.
Dude, you all right?
Just need some water.
Okay.
Ha! Justin dropped his water.
Oh, Jesus
Well, it's
Christ.
empty, so it's all right. So let's talk about the changes. So we had the big draft last week.
Okay.
It's true. I'm shipping off to.
Matt got drafted to chocolate milk and waffles. It's going to be great.
One of the things we were worried about is that Raw was going to just be the same,
Yeah.
and that maybe SmackDown might change a little bit.
Yeah.
Or our biggest worry was that neither were really going to change, and that there was just going to be all these interchangeable parts, and it was.
That's what we've been conditioned to believe. If there's going to be any sort of innovation at all, it's going to be on SmackDown. That's going to be their laboratory. That's going to be where they're going to do the weird stuff. That's where they're going to try new ideas. And if they work, Raw will steal them in 2 years.
A lot of butt stuff.
To be fair, I saw an interview with Cena, with Michael Cole. He did the weekly gimmick with Cole, and he said, he was like, at the last draft, I got drafted to SmackDown, and we had a bunch of guys that, the scrappy guys that felt like they were underused.
Right.
Which it's the same thing this time. You got your Zigglers, you got your Wyatts, guys that have just kind of got pushed and pulled back and pushed and pulled back.
Used and abused.
So SmackDown's going to be interesting. Now, comparatively for the first week, if I'm weighing Raw versus SmackDown, Raw wins, hands down.
Raw had a lot going for it this week, too.
Well,
because what?
So did SmackDown, but we'll get to it with SmackDown.
Yeah.
SmackDown had a lot going for it for me.
Oh?
We'll talk about that. We'll get to SmackDown.
Might be one guy.
One guy.
Well, I mean, Raw had these are you have the definitive roster changes. You have the setting up the new title picture. That's all amazing.
Universal title, by the way.
But
What do you think of that?
you know what? It'll grow eventually. But man, that was a rough name out the gates.
I need to see it.
I've heard rumor going around. Blue swoosh. Take the belt that's there now. Red one for Raw. Blue one for SmackDown.
Oh, I like it.
Same title. Same looking title.
Like it.
I kind of hope it goes like more round. But
Go back to the old
either the winged eagle,
winged eagle. Everyone loves to go back to that winged eagle.
either the winged eagle, the winged eagle,
Winged Eagle.
The Weedle. He's
Or-
playing Pokemon again.
or
Man.
the one like that.
Damn it.
The one that Rock had, the first one Rock won. Like
No love for the big gold belt. There seems to be a lot of love for the big gold belt here lately.
I like it, but I don't want it back.
It's
Fair
so.
That's the world heavyweight.
1980s.
That's the world heavyweight championship.
Yes.
You guys made a big deal out of combining it. Let's not bring it back again.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's once it's retired, let it go. And it definitely hasn't been long
It's
enough.
been retired twice now.
Okay, maybe it's just because I'm not into it the way you guys are.
What?
But doesn't matter what the damn name is. It's just,
Well, when you go with something like Universal
it's still
Championship,
kind of a. It's a second belt that's kind of
it's kind of the same,
the same.
serving the same function.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna
One's
call
called the heavyweight, the other one's the universal.
just saying, if you're gonna call it Universal, you damn well be fighting Martians. They come down here,
I support this.
you better be ready.
You better put him in a goddamn toe lock.
And it's they don't have toes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a good match.
And
Nice
you know,
goo.
and that's just in
A
our
gulag.
in our solar system. You're going bold, man.
Yeah, you
You're not
gotta
even-
go to Centauri.
You're not. That's even just in our galaxy. You're going beyond that.
Beetlejuice.
Say it 2 more times.
Beetlejuice.
Don't do it. You're gonna endanger us all.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton Film Fest. Never mind. It's another show, another time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. But
Beetlejuice.
oh, Jesus Christ.
I still feel like they should have just kept Ambrose's title as the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
why
it-
they bothered.
And they didn't need to change the name of that in order to. I think it cheapens that one when they could have just had a new one.
And I mean, they called it the Universal Championship anyway. So what does it matter?
Damn, dude. I don't know. Can you think of anything better that it could have
Universal.
They could have gone.
been? No.
They could have gone simple and just gone World Championship.
World Championship and a WWE Championship. Go that direction.
I mean,
I don't know.
Justin.
I like that they
They
took
still
a chance.
said universal. I mean, these are all they're all interchangeable words. Universal, world,
No, those are two different things.
interstate.
Here's all.
Interstellar Championship.
Here's all I'm saying.
fantastic.
I'm not saying I dislike it. I'm saying it just didn't strike me the right way when I first heard it.
DDT
So-
Pro Iron Man Heavy Metalweight
See, that's
Championship.
just silliness. And
No,
that's
it's
why I like
great.
that, Yeah. But I need. That's why I said I need to see it. If it looks like a decent belt, then all's forgiven. I don't care.
Like I said, rumors are going around. They're going to be identical except for coloration.
Oh,
One red, one blue.
okay.
Which is crazy because Ambrose is on SmackDown with the red one right now. So
Yeah.
you're going to leave the red on SmackDown on the blue brand and the
That's
blue
weird.
title on the red brand. Oh, God.
I don't like the idea that they got belt specific. I don't like that they have brand specific belts. Because it doesn't fit into the story they're telling here. Because they're all about
Well, it's all
he's
new
taking the
stories now.
W. Yeah, but the what they've set up is, who's got the most championships on which brand. If you're
See,
just
that's what I
gonna
wanted to
water
do.
it down, then why are you starting the story of the Raw, the WWE championships over on Raw now or over on SmackDown now? And Raw's got to win it back. Why are you going to start that storyline which they're absolutely doing, and then just create 7 new belts?
I still think that's the fade away from the.
Oh.
It's still the fallout from the draft and from the
Yeah.
belt going over. I think in the future they're going to move away where they're going to try to go back to them being totally separate brands, except for the 4 times a year. Yeah, you know what?
That sounds interesting to me.
I definitely had that same reaction at first, where it was like, man. But we're already seeing some fresh matchups and some
Yeah.
fresh opportunities, and
I guess if they were gonna keep if they were gonna have the belt winnable by either brand, you'd only see it changing hands if it changed hands or changed brands
Every 3 months.
every 3 months, and there's no like you're either gonna see it change hands or you're not gonna see it change, or you're gonna see it change brands or you're not gonna see it change brands
Right.
No, it could still
3
be,
times a month.
Yeah, but it could still be defended every month on whichever brand's pay-per-view.
Well, that's
I
the thing.
guess.
I thought
Just
they were
couldn't
moving
change
towards
brands.
But it
2
couldn't
per
change
month.
brand. Exactly. So
Yeah.
I guess maybe they'd have to have it. I don't know.
So I really feel they're going to try to make that big push for delineation between the two products.
Which is fine. Because
Which is
again, if
great.
you're gonna do it, then
If
do
you're gonna
it.
do
and
it, do
just
it.
keep it completely separate then.
That's the only way I can see justifying the second. But they don't need to justify to me. Who the hell am I?
Yeah, who are you?
Nate. Hi.
Son of a bitch.
Hashtag Russ.
Nobody's enjoying this.
So let's talk. Let's talk about Raw.
Yeah.
Love that. I'm not in love with the idea of Steph and Mick being on camera all the time, but this is the exception because it's the first Raw.
It's the introduction. Yeah, you know what? Here's the new era. There's
Yeah.
the McMahon in the ring with a mic. Oh.
But I love the roster. You get a good look at
Yes.
the roster. Man, this is going to be new faces. These guys are going to get chances. And then
Big E's making fun of all of them every time
course.
they're called out.
Roman Reigns was getting scolded by Stephanie,
Yeah, well.
making pouty faces. But then they announce basically the framework. By the way, this was the fastest 3-hour Raw I can remember. Like, it did not feel like 3 hours.
Action-packed. Story went somewhere, and it
I
all
fast
mattered.
forward through 2.5 hours of it, so
No.
it went by fast for me.
So they set up for the Universal Championship. Obviously, Seth Rollins is still going to be Steph's guy
Yeah.
because he gets the bye right
Well,
to
he's also
SummerSlam.
got that dick that's just sticks straight out.
You ever seen that thing?
You can hang laundry.
You keep showing it to us. Yes, we've seen it.
Well, I just want to make sure you've seen it. So.
Hashtag
It's not coming
WrestlePals.
from a place of homosexuality. It's coming from a place of appreciation.
Could sculpt that thing.
Yeah, listen to this show. It's going to be fun.
It has abs.
It can do sit-ups.
Yeah. So,
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
so
I don't know what it applies.
they set up for SummerSlam. Seth Rollins is in the Universal Championship match, no matter
Yes.
what. So
He's
they
got
de-
the bye to the finals.
Yep. So they decide that they're going to have 2 Fatal 4-Ways, and then the winner of those 2 Fatal 4-Ways are going to meet in the main event of Raw.
I love that. I love when an episode ends up being like a half-ass King of the Ring.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's fun. And again, this is we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we get to
okay.
SmackDown. But okay, so the first 4-way is what? Rusev, Balor, Cesaro, Jericho, or Zayn.
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 Yeah, because no. Zayn was in with oh geez, I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's
Zayn-
fine. I don't remember.
I remember
either.
Zayn was in with the Reigns match because he. as the-
It was
Reigns, Owens, Zayn, and Jericho. That's the second 4-way.
Yeah.
Because the 3 of them all teamed up on Reigns.
Yeah. Because he looked like Sami Zayn's going to come in and make the save for Reigns. No, he's going to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Made me happy.
And since we're there, both of these 4-ways were really good 4-ways.
Yeah.
Enjoyed them both.
Featuring showing off all of the guys.
And
Nobody looked stupid.
unfortunately predictable, Reigns wins. But more on that later. Let's see. The first one is what? Balor, Rusev. Oh, God.
Cesaro.
So who's the odd man out? Jericho was in the other one. Zayn was in the other one.
Man, this is
Owens
going
was
to
in the
bother
other
me
one.
all night.
Yeah. Rusev's
We
already.
can figure this
Del
out.
Rio.
All right.
Del Rio.
Perro. See,
And-
somebody put a compilation.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. What?
Compilation.
Oh, a compilation of him just saying Perro over and over again.
Pero.
Perro, 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 Perro.
Hope he says at the page.
So.
I think they broke up.
Aw.
Yeah.
Matt's hero. No
Disappointing.
longer. Balor. Finn Balor wins the match.
How about that?
That's
Here's your
awesome.
Raw debut, and hot damn
Yeah.
that
Took him as a high draft pick, featured him in the draft, put him in a major match in his first Raw, have him win it.
do you want him to pop his collar more or less?
More.
Because it was a lot. I'm leaning
More.
more. Like, please, just constantly do it. Never
Nothing
stop.
but Nothing but collar
Like
pops.
even when the jacket's off, just like an invisible collar.
Mhm,
Pop, pop, pop,
jacket.
pop, 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 pop. Great.
So that sets up
That
Balor,
that coup de grace.
right?
Rusev
was
just
complaining about it?
looking like he was folded in half of it. It's amazing.
Rusev was complaining about it. He said illegal hit from new guy Balor.
It was. It's cheating. Who's done that before? It's ridiculous. This is not innovation. It's cheating.
No. So
He'd know. He's the U.S. champion.
Finn Balor
Yeah.
versus Roman Reigns in the main event.
Hot damn.
And of course, you look at it, and your immediate thought is, really? They're going to do this to Finn? Really? This is what's going to happen? Nah. Finn Balor wins.
Nah. Yeah, man.
Finn Balor wins. And again,
Watermelon.
another great match. Like I've been on Roman's side, like as far as match quality.
Yeah, he puts on a great match, and they're pairing him up with people that also put on great matches.
Yeah.
He's not being fully carried here.
Right. So like he's holding his end of the bargain, and he does so, but then loses.
Yeah, well,
Finn Balor is going to SummerSlam for the Universal Championship.
and
Universal.
Jesus Christ, Cirque de Universal. That's hard. I can't say regular words, let alone this. But nobody could. Not even those weird French acrobats. Wacky. It's Mackie. Christ.
Wee.
It's Max.
No, he's my friend. He's my friend. But yeah, they're touting this is going to be the lightest heavyweight championship ever. It's
Yeah.
like 407, I think, was the weight.
Mm.
Finn's not a big dude,
No, he's not.
and Rollins is a fit. It's like they both would fall into the
Dick stick
what would be
straight
the Jesus Christ, the cruiserweight title.
Because the cruiserweight is 205 now.
Yeah, which
set
is
by
good
the CWC.
because it used to be like 220, I
Well,
think.
Yeah.
With
Just like, yeah, 6'8" cruiserweight.
Yes. Love that guy.
Oh Jesus!
What?
Hello?
Oh, please.
Let me handle that.
This is gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
How
just in
about-
case it's the big T.
Yeah, let's let none of us should get that.
Oh, it's
Let
gonna
it
be
ring.
fantastic.
The big T? Which
Big
T?
We almost got one on the hook.
Hmm?
We almost got one on the hook.
Secret talk.
They're-
You know we're on microphones, right?
No,
So we
that's
can anything we say, people are gonna hear.
They're hearing this.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. It's a
Okay.
secret. And I just hang up.
Oh, please be big T. Oh, it can't be. Too late for big T. This is a legit call.
Oh no.
Eh.
Somebody had to find the number. 757 Titley 20.
Titly 20.
TITLY.
We almost had it. Was
20.
it? Was it me and you that almost had the big T?
Big T.
No, it was me and Justin on the Justin show.
Hello. Caller, you're on the air with the hashtag WrestlePals.
How you doing, guys? Hey, I was just wondering, when are they going to let Jake the Snake into the Royal Rumble? And not only that, but I understand there's not a lot of competition for the WWE. That's why they're doing this whole split-up thing. But it seems like it's a little much. Like, why wouldn't they keep John Cena in Raw, which seemed to be their biggest player in that game? And do they still do Survivor Series? I'll take my answer. I'll take the answer off the air.
Thank you, caller.
All right. Well,
Well, let's start with the end. Yes, they still do the Survivor Series.
yeah, it's going to be one of the big four.
Yeah,
which
it's-
is a full cross promotional, cross branding show. WrestleMania, Survivor Series,
SummerSlam, Royal
and
Rumble.
then in Matt's house. Right.
My favorite one.
So
Yeah,
yes,
you
they
don't
still
even
do
have
the
to leave.
Survivor Series. In the last couple of years, they've brought back the traditional Survivor Series matches.
Mm-hmm.
The one 2 years ago was massive. Last year's, I don't remember last year's Survivor Series match.
It'd be
So,
interesting to see what kind of weight they try to put behind it this year. So it's,
I hope they don't do Raw versus SmackDown.
they're
They tried
gonna
that before.
do a Raw versus SmackDown, but hopefully it's gonna be like just like just the old social outcasts fighting each other, two on each side.
So
Throw a Jinder Mahal in.
to your,
What's he doing?
supposedly he's coming back.
You goddamn serious?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, SmackDown needs it.
Oh, good.
SmackDown's bringing back Shelton Benjamin
you know,
too.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
They need the names. They need the star power. Like Raw got all the youth. To answer your next question,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
John Cena is going to SmackDown because SmackDown needs the star power.
Well, and also rumors. They've been saying this for a few years now that it's starting to the decline. But I mean, Cena's gonna go full bore forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
But he's coming off some of the house shows.
He's pretty.
He's doing
He
more.
is.
That
Good-looking dude.
American Grit show got picked up for a second season.
Yeah.
Nobody watched the first season.
I did.
Well, yeah, there you go.
I thought it was a cooking show.
Hey, season 2 of American Grits,
Just
delicious.
put a pat of butter in that and
That's all you gotta do.
throw in a spoon.
Mm.
Was not about that,
Don't throw a spoon in them.
but I was committed at that point.
Might as well watch this.
Might as well watch the rest.
Yeah, and you know he's maybe making that transition to being more of a personality than a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
So-
They keep asking him to take time off. Like, again, I was watching that interview with Michael Cole, and
Yeah.
he said that people keep asking him, hey, why don't you take some time off? Why don't you take some time off? He's like,
Yeah, man.
no, I'm not going to. So he's just going to burn himself out, I guess. But, I mean, you might as well use what star power he has left to try to light a fire. I mean, that's part of what
Light a fart. What?
I heard light apart also.
that's part of what the brand split's about, because SmackDown's always been looked at as the B show. Even in the previous draft, it was always looked at as the B show.
Even in the sell up to this one, it was looking like it was going to be the B show.
Yeah. So they're trying to make it an A1 show, like
Yeah.
A1, just even par with Raw. And again, if you pull back full scope, I feel like in the long run they will be. I think they really are going to be equal.
This time around has more chance of it happening than in the past. In
Yeah.
the past, it was definitely like, well, it's kind of like until we want to call him over to Raw kind of feel to it.
And also you have
It's a destination now more than a waiting room.
right. And also on Raw you have big sellers like New Day. They're selling shirts like crazy.
Yeah.
Balor is there now. He's going to sell shirts like a madman.
Still coming out with the Balor Club logo.
Oh yeah.
Is it in the Titantron?
Oh
So you turn around, boom, big ass Balor Club. It's like, oh shit.
Interesting. I don't know how Reigns does as far as sales, but it
Dude,
looks.
I'm telling you, that's as far as like real life. His is the only thing I see right now.
Yeah.
I see kids wearing Reigns stuff. Like,
I have,
alright.
I have a feeling.
I try to give him a fist bump. Their parents chase me away. Get away from my kid!
I get the feeling that Balor's going to be the next face. Like
It's-
he's going to be the.
It makes me curious what they're gonna do with him, because you talk about you got the Balor Club on the goddamn Titantron.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the history of him. He started the Bullet Club ages ago. Do they embrace that storyline and try to make him that cool tweener, or let him do what he's doing now, which is like natural ass babyface? He's looking like a just someone you want to cheer for because they're the good guy.
Yeah.
You know?
And then
Especially if they want to keep Rollins as the
the heel.
yeah.
And then to your first question was Jake, when are they going to let him in the Rumble? I don't know if they ever will. I don't think it's anything personal anymore. I don't know if Jake can work. Even something simple as the Rumble.
You know,
What about the DDP yoga? Go watch the movie.
you see
gonna.
DD, you see
Watch the
DD,
movie. I think you can.
You
I think
see,
you can do it.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what he was before he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's what he was working towards. He wanted to get in the Rumble, and I guess they just said no. But how about the Hall of Fame? And I don't know how the exact story went, but it's something along those lines. That's what he was working for, is Royal Rumble.
That's why would they offer him Hall of Fame as a consolation? He should goddamn be a Hall of Famer. There should
Yeah.
be
They
no
wanted-
discussion.
Yeah, but they wanted him to clean up first.
Oh well, that's
Same thing with
understandable.
Scott Hall. Yeah.
So that's understandable.
So, and that once they both cleaned up, look what happened. They both went in the Hall.
Sure.
You
Such a good story. Man,
It
that's
is.
a good doc.
can't wait to
Isn't it
watch
such,
it tonight.
Such a
It's such a
long
good
way
doc.
from Beyond the Mat.
Yeah, it's a really good book.
Isn't that amazing?
It's a really, really good book. And the cool thing is, were you talking to his publicist?
I don't know who I'm talking with. It might be just like a manager, a handler or
I
something.
think it's his daughter from
Really?
Beyond the Mat.
Seeing that connection get remade, repaired.
I
and now
think
it's a-
I think it's his daughter that handles all that,
Oh,
which is really cool to see after watching Beyond the Mat and
Yeah.
the disconnect they had.
Mhm.
But yeah, and his kids are in the Resurrection too. Just talking about how that all of a sudden they were talking to their dad again.
Amazing.
It's such a good documentary. It's such a good story.
looking forward to watching that and looking forward to talking to man tomorrow.
It's gonna be cool.
So that's gonna be fun.
I just remembered how awkward looking DDP looked in. Was it the last one that he was in?
Yeah.
Just something. He had the jeans on.
Yes.
And it's like, not that I remember from the '90s him having an ass. but he's just got like old man shape,
Oh, you
which
like
is
his
not
nice
bad.
ass? You like
There
his
was
ass?
nothing there. It was just flat, like a damn pancake. Just like a very firm pancake, I assume. A very yoga infused pancake. There's no. It's just don't.
I hurt myself.
What are you doing? Stop yogging. Stop yogging. No yogging. Not in the studio. You heard. That wasn't even the cord on your mic. That was the shoulder.
Weightlifting.
Oh
So
Jesus!
that actually really hurts.
Don't do that.
Very
Yes,
sore right
weightlifting. You have someone
Very
else
sore.
lift those for you. What's wrong with you?
I'm looking pretty good.
All right.
All right,
But okay,
Justin, you make out with me, all right?
Is this a question?
Cam's right there.
You want to make out for the cam?
No.
Did you brush your teeth today?
Yeah.
Let's pop some gum. Let's get this done.
So
Wrestling.
you got Raw, and not only is Raw new storylines, new format, crazy amount of new production value going into it.
So we talking about SmackDown yet?
I'm
'Cause
sorry.
I'm
We'll
ready.
get there.
Okay, this is the last
I'm
thing.
ready
This
for
is the last thing.
SmackDown.
This is what I noticed more than anything else. You had that crazy XFL camera coming in, swooping over the ring. Fantastic shot. You had the steady cams at ringside, panning around. It was just
How
so
long has he
much-
had that XFL camera in storage?
just, oh, are we using it?
Oh,
Bring it up. But it's just a new look and feel, and it felt good.
A
I even
new
like
s-
the logos.
Yeah, a new set, new logo, new intro, new commentary team.
They got rid of the W. They put an M upside down. It's weird.
I like that.
Dude, loving Corey Graves. Falling into it.
Well, and Corey Graves actually makes Byron acceptable.
Yes.
Like,
Aw.
I don't mind the team. I mean, Byron was always just kind of like this throwaway with JBL.
Yeah.
It's like they were just kind of bickering.
Get outta
at each
here,
other.
kid.
Yeah. But when it's the three of them, you have Corey and Byron doing the back and forth, and Michael Cole basically just calling the action.
Getting to call the action.
Which he's
always,
good at.
Always been amazing at. As long as you get the storyline out of his head and let him. Oh, yeah.
So, So
It's a new day.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of them, before we move on to SmackDown,
All right.
we called it on this program. The New Day having their celebration attacked by the club.
Yep.
So we're probably looking at them going into SummerSlam.
It's just me. Was that the weakest segment of the show? The
Kinda.
celebration thing?
and
Bringing in Sonny Boy?
Bringing in Sonny Boy and it just
Think about it. You had the 2 4-ways. You had the number 1 contender match. Who's going to face Seth Rollins?
I didn't
You had
get
that women's championship match.
oh god,
Jesus.
new women's
get
champion
it.
Sasha.
I didn't get it.
Well, here's the
I didn't
problem.
understand the bit.
Which one? Sonny Boy?
Sonny Boy.
I didn't understand
It's
Sonny
just
Boy.
being stupid.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Here's the problem.
That's all.
Is that everything else felt new, and that was left over.
It's the
essentially.
Old day.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was.
So it'll be
They'll step up. It'll be fine.
yeah, they'll have to find their place, and
Can
they always do.
They went to a new place with the Wyatts. They're going to go to a new place with the Gallows and Anderson. It's going to
Yeah.
be good.
It's,
What?
I hope that Sonny Boy thing was just funny.
That was a one-off.
What's your government name?
Which is Sonny Boy.
Okay, because I
When mail comes to your
understand
house.
What was this?
It's the
Sonny Boy.
SmackDown. Matt's been over here. Jesus.
SmackDown was
I'm gonna sit
awesome.
back, let Matt have okay.
I love SmackDown so much for one reason only.
Is the fist back?
SmackDown
Damn it.
is Ryder. Zack Ryder, one of the best workers we've got out there.
Okay.
Oh,
I've never enjoyed something more than watching Zack Snyder, than watching Zack Ryder
Hey, Zack Snyder couldn't do it either.
miss punch after punch. At one point, he goes to land a drop kick on, I believe, Apollo Crews, a good 3 feet above the dude's head. I've never seen commentary have to cover.
Those ropes are a little slippery.
Yes, they
Got men hanging all over them all day.
Yeah.
And he awkwardly slipped off that top rope and jumped down and then made another jump over towards Apollo Crews.
I appreciate him like trying to go somewhere.
Oh, it was so awesome.
I do believe he immediately took to Twitter and said something along those lines of, well, fucked up. Paraphrasing, of course.
Good for him.
You better.
He was missing everything.
In this day and age, man, you better admit to it. You better cop to it quite quick.
Yeah. So just a couple notes on SmackDown. Did you not get a chance to see it yet?
I have not.
Okay. So just a couple notes. Bummer on the set. It seems
Huh?
yeah, it seems like a
it was in SmackDown.
slightly modernized version of the old
SmackDown.
set.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Nah, I definitely want to go back and look at the cam work impressed me so much on Raw. I hope they have those elements on SmackDown.
They did. They
A
definitely
lot less shaky cam too.
Yeah, they definitely
Way more blue.
Yeah, they definitely
No shit.
they definitely changed, the camera angles.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely did the let's look at the roster thing too. Only the roster was in the ring for SmackDown, surrounding Daniel and Shane.
Okay.
Bummed out because Raw has these 2 fatal 4-ways and then a match. They did a battle
Battle
royal.
Royal. With cheese.
Yeah.
So again,
I thought
fine.
they did like something like a 6-pack challenge or something like that.
The winner of the battle royal
Yeah.
got to be in the 6-pack.
Okay. That's fine.
So
Yeah.
they basically
Not
called
great.
they called out the 6-pack challenge with the 5.
Yeah.
So they called the 5 that were going to go up to the 6-pack and then battle royale for everybody else.
Yep.
And
Zack
Cruz,
Ryder.
Cruz ends up winning it.
Oh, I was wrong.
Apollo Cruz ends up winning it, and so he's in the 6-pack.
Guess who won my heart though?
Heath Slater.
Zack Ryder.
Heath Slater wasn't a segment.
He wanted to go and get the 7-pack. I like this.
He was
He's been our ambassador to brand separation.
yeah.
I was very excited.
Do it. Are you gonna do your thing? What do you hope that they call him? What do you hope that is? I was very happy with this.
I don't know
What are they gonna go with? What do you hope that they go?
Oh,
It was the one-man band.
Now he's going to be the one-man brand.
It seems like that might be the way to go because he gets gored out of his shoes by Rhino.
Slater live. Every two.
Rhino,
Rhino.
not the Rhino.
Oh,
I would have been less surprised to see the Rhino fighting Spider-Man.
Again, the look and feel was a little bit different. Again, I was bummed by the set. You had the commentary is in the same place.
Yeah, it's also weird.
Which-
Nobody's going through a commentary table anytime soon.
No.
Put it out in the crowd.
You could have dragged him way to hell up there. Move! Throwing monitors on the ground. They finally ran out of big, giant black and white monitors.
Yeah.
We're out.
Otunga?
You got 3 left. That's all you have.
Otunga?
Go to see him.
So what?
I don't know why Otunga's at the table. Why didn't they just go 2? JBL and Ronaldo. I think they would really excel.
Or,
I think,
just Ronaldo.
I feel like they're...
Or how great has Ronaldo and Debra been?
Yeah. But I feel like they're going to run into the same problem that Saxton had on Raw. Is Otunga's just going to get rolled over, or he's just going to be made it, and he's not very good at it.
Yeah.
Now, that could come with time.
I think he'll step up more than Brian Sextan did. Yeah, he just doesn't have the ability yet.
Yeah. Other than that,
It'll come.
Again, it felt different from Raw, which is important.
Yes.
Some of the choices were
blue.
weird.
A lot of blue.
The
If
battle
you've
royal
noticed.
to the 6-pack challenge.
Blue.
The 6-pack was. I hate they put Wyatt in there, but Wyatt was
I
in the
hate the
6-pack.
name of it. Not a fan.
See, is Wyatt?
One fall to a finish?
Yeah,
Who
Wyatt.
Took, who took the pin?
Who did get pinned? I don't
we
remember.
all did.
I don't remember who lost. It wasn't Wyatt.
Well, okay, that's all that matters then.
Let's see who was in it.
I think
Cena,
it was
Ziggler.
more theorizing on what they're going to do with Wyatt, how they're going to push him.
Oh, it was Styles.
Styles.
Oh,
took falls?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay, I remember. Now
was
here's
a
the
great
second
finish.
thing it was a hot finish. The second thing I like, so they're building to it. John Cena goes into this thing where he's just AAs for everybody.
Yep.
Then, I think from the moon,
They really-
AJ comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They had a weird angle where they weren't on
They
him
do
on
that.
him the ropes.
Weird.
So you got focus on Cena. He's got somebody up there in an AA. About to drop like the fourth AA, and out of nowhere, AJ comes
That's
like from
copyright.
straight up. That's right. It was out of somewhere. It was from straight up. Phenomenal forearm from just the moon. He looked like he came from
The
the
true
moon.
WWE Interstellar Champion.
Yeah.
Just nailed it. And then Ziggler with the roll up.
Well, Ziggler with a super kick.
Did he super kick him?
Yeah, he super kicked him and pinned him.
I was too busy looking for AJ. Where did he go?
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
Cotton Eye Joe. And
Shut up. Break me. Don't make me break you.
so Ziggler versus Ambrose at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship.
And, crazy because going into it seems like Ambrose's entire, not just this championship reign, but like everything, he's been he's a crazy rabid underdog.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a little different going into this one. He's not. He's the favorite champion in this match.
Weird
I would have to
because
assume.
I might have been watching at work, so I looked away
Who are we gonna
at the
tell?
finish, and like my brain couldn't compute the fact that Ziggler had won because it looked like AJ had it because
Yeah.
it came in the moon.
Out of the moon.
And I guess I missed the super kick, and like my brain wouldn't accept the fact that Ziggler won.
It's weird because even just months ago, Ziggler wouldn't win that match.
No. But you know what? He's that workhorse that's been there, performed no matter what position he's been in, and he stuck it through. Unlike some of the other guys that took off here recently,
Yeah.
who could be reaping these kind of benefits right now. Who's to say we couldn't see Cody Rhodes versus Ambrose?
If they would have let him be Cody, I guess.
It would have been nice. Yeah, you're right. That's the problem. We wouldn't have seen Cody Rhodes. We would have seen
Stardust, which again, I loved Stardust. I don't care.
he's great at
but
whatever
Why
he did.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why would you hate him? Nothing there to hate.
Yeah, but I guess maybe that's a problem too. So it's going to be a great match. I'm
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to Ziggler versus Ambrose.
Yeah,
I feel like it's probably a one-off.
that's fine. But you know what? It'll be good to see Ziggler performing as well as he does on a big stage.
Yeah, he's going to
The
be
biggest stage of that show.
He's going to be
Means something different now.
at worst he's co-main because I feel like main's probably going to be Brock and Orton.
I don't know, Balor, because this is going to be SummerSlam, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I gotta think Balor Rollins gets a little bit higher billing. God, and then yeah, wow. How do you build that card?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You have three mains.
See, that's the thing. They're gonna screw it up, and they're gonna put the SmackDown Championship first, and then you're gonna have two Raw mains taking place higher in the card.
See,
than,
technically, Orton Lesnar is SmackDown versus Raw
I guess
because Orton's on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I don't know why they put them together, knowing they were going to put them on two different shows. So
I'll be
curious.
honest. I can't wait to get I can't wait to get SummerSlam over with, so we can get the backlash.
Oh my God, I've never been to a pay-per-view, Matt. I've never been,
Oh,
and now we're going.
going to a pay-per-view.
I didn't think they'd ever do a pay-per-view in Richmond ever again.
No.
Never.
I thought our best chance was when the big stadium gets built in Virginia Beach.
Yeah. Or like Leslie had to do last month, going to
Go to
DC.
DC.
Yeah.
But nope.
No. They're coming to Richmond. See, and these are the things the brand extension are going to do. I mean, this probably, if they don't do the brand extension, maybe it would have been a house show they would have put on the network. But we're getting a pay-per-view instead.
Gonna straight up pay-per-view.
I am in, and it's
It'll be there. 9/11.
Backlash. I'm really curious. I mean, if they're calling it Backlash, usually Backlash is Backlash from whatever pay-per-view prior.
It's gonna be SummerSlam.
So we'll see. Fallout from SummerSlam going into that. All right, so that means we need to do a little of this before we wrap up the show, yes?
CM Punk might return to face The Undertaker at the main event of WrestleMania 32.
I don't think people understand how big of a deal this is. Wade Barrett isn't some burnt out in his later years wrestler. This guy's best years are ahead of him.
Got some
Reports
acting.
say Vince initially wanted to fire O'Neill altogether. Several sources close to WrestleTalk News, though, have since expressed their opinion that this entire fiasco is in fact a work.
That's all speculation, goddammit. And his name is John Cena.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You enjoy that so much.
Yeah.
Your time's now.
My time is now.
It is?
We're going to be seeing Cena at Backlash.
Oh yeah, we are.
We're going to see
He's going to take off like right before
we're
then.
going to see American Alpha.
Oh, God. Oh.
Why don't you take my ticket?
No.
We're going to probably
Because
see
I wasn't gonna give it to you.
Because I can't go anyway.
That's
probably going to see Orton. We're going to see AJ Styles.
Oh. Phenomenal forearm from the moon.
Dolph Ziggler. The Miz.
Well, yeah, we don't. I hope we don't see him afterwards.
Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
Don't bitch out and get food either, because we're gonna go up there. We're gonna make it. We'll make an afternoon out of it. We'll get a little food too beforehand.
I don't know what you mean.
We drive up there. We get a little food.
Oh, okay. I'll save my pennies. So we were talking about Paul Heyman. He does the one-man shows.
Mm-hmm. You talk about that thing where you left a little. Okay, never mind. Go.
Well, did you watch any of those? Like some of the ones that have surfaced online?
Oh, there was one where it was talking about the Lesnar Undertaker finish.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh yeah.
Isn't it amazing
believable.
how much stink you can put on something?
It's believable is the thing.
I'm not saying this happened, but I'm here to put the doubt in your mind.
Yeah. So I mean, people still are wondering why the Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. When you look at it as Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker, it makes sense. It's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I mean, you've built this character, Brock Lesnar, as basically unbeatable. So why wouldn't he lose? Why wouldn't the Undertaker lose to Brock Lesnar? So here's where he puts the doubt in. He says, "What if he wasn't supposed to lose?
Yeah.
What if Brock was supposed to lose? What if the plan was Brock is going to lose to The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30, but Brock decided, I don't want to lose.
Oh.
And decided to take it. Decided, I'm going to get him fuzzy.
See, I started to read it, but then I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Now I wish I had read it.
Yeah. They have these videos that I just watched, they're putting up videos from his talk. And it was Brock may have hit him with the F5. And when he was fuzzy, pinned him.
Ooh.
And that's why the music guy didn't know what to do. And that's why nobody knew what to do.
Oh, so he was supposed to actually get him out of that. He was supposed to get out of that F5.
Yeah.
But decided to pin him instead.
Yeah. Because Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants.
That's true. Well, you know what? Obviously, if that's the case, they're okay with it.
Yeah, well, they had to be.
I mean, yeah, what are they going to do?
Yeah, exactly. And
they've been building up, Brock for all these years.
Well, that was my problem with the match initially is if the plan is to have Brock lose, then don't put him in the ring with Brock because it doesn't make sense for The Undertaker to beat Brock Lesnar.
It doesn't.
At all, especially at that point.
Yeah.
So he did, and there it is. That's where we are. So Paul Heyman putting a little doubt in your minds, a little speculation, as it were. I just thought that was a little fun thing, but here we are.
It's fun.
It's the end of the day, so it's time to wrap it up. You can follow us on the... Oh, man. What fun is it to... I can't torture him if he's not here.
Yeah.
I'll just do the regular
Who
one.
says he's not here? He's right over there.
I'll just do the regular one, I guess. If he comes back before we wrap up, I'll hit the other one up.
Don't look good.
So, you can follow us on the Twitter machine at WrestlePal. At WrestlePals
That's
RFR.
WrestlePal.
At WrestlePals RFR. Be a WrestlePal. Yeah. If you're listening to the show, use hashtag WrestlePals. If you're doing it, listening live, listening to it in post, go to patreon.com/RadioFreeRadio. If you dig the show, if you dig any of the other shows on the station, you get them all right there from Patreon. It's pretty badass.
Gotta catch them all. And you better believe that in a month, you should be following our Instagram.
Yes.
And our Twitter when we do lots of hashtag WrestlePals on September 11th.
Yes.
At the old Backlash.
And we'll be meeting up with hashtag WrestlePal Leslie and hashtag WrestlePal Katie, I'm sure, while we're up there.
I don't know, man. Maybe we'll get an interview or two.
Maybe.
You never know.
If we're if we go up early enough and act fanny enough.
Do we have to act fanny?
Yeah.
Hashtag WrestlePal Leslie almost got Bob Backlund.
Yes, almost.
Almost. You ran away.
Let's see. What else? RadioFradio.com is obviously where everything on the station lives, breathes.
It's true.
You can find the zine there. Lots of articles going out in the zine.
Soon we're going to move all of the user-specific content or the members-only content over to the zine. So
Yeah,
you won't have to go to Patreon to listen to stuff.
Yeah.
You log in, you'll get your own login, and you can listen to things right there, and it'll all be organized, and, maybe the archives will come out.
Nice.
And it'll be easier to find the shows and find all the back catalog.
So that's all.
That's what I'm working on this week.
Coming in the futures. Oh. I guess
work.
that does it. I guess I got to do the tag. I've never done the tag before.
Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals.
Hey y'all, this is Ronnie Dale Martin Jr. and I gotta tell you, man, this Radio Free Radio thing is quite awesome. And since I spent all my money on steering wheel covers and Marlboros, I need you guys to donate $1 over at the Patreon. That site is patreon.com/Radio Free Radio.